And hello. I'm tired. I'm hot. I have a headache. The playtest is over. Remember to subscribe to fix my headache if you're watching this later on YouTube. Thank you. Okay, let's share this around because we need to. Okay. Right, so I'm going to... Basically, what's happening? We're going to be announcing stuff. Some people already know that this is happening. But yeah, we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our damn best. Our damn best. Hello, John McFist. You are indeed first. All right, so I need to go here. What is decided? For anyone who misses the stream. Okay then. What is this Discord thing? Okay. I'm going to put there. Hello, Orange. Hello, Strong Sauce. Beaten by stream elements once again. That guy's timing is crazy. I know, right? Crazy good. Okay then. I'm gonna put the Plutono hub right there. Hub goes there, and I need to go over here. And I need to go to the rules. I need the rules. Rules, because... Right. So, results from our playtest. Let's read that out, actually. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Hold on, where is it? Alright, playtest findings. Alright, so there's a bunch of craft that need fixing, but there are definitely, and like... Alright, let me get myself in order here. So... Right, so from our playtest, there is a bunch of things we found. Basically, there's a number of, like, it's just the kind of things that's going to happen anyway, so testing, making sure that the thing in there are the actual up-to-date versions, making sure, like, tweaking stuff, which, like, we've noted on the spreadsheet, the great craft, well, multiple sweeps of this craft updates are going to happen anyway, and... things like that. But there's two big things from the playtest to do with, like... multiple vehicles and the shape of the factions in general. It's Bomber, not Bimmer. Number one, we need defensive emplacements in place to stop players from just bum rushing the HQ. And there's two factions in particular that we need to revise a little bit, unfortunately. It shouldn't be that bad, hopefully. But it's two things. So people were floating this beforehand, like, you know, as a result of the playtest. And the big one is Hawa. Hawa is supposed to be the easiest faction, but at the same time, they're a little bit too easy. So we spawn in just some example stuff that they have. Let's do that, I guess. Because they can't use, like, kinetic shells or railguns, and they can't use hit-scan weapons, it turns out that, like, evasive aircraft are way too strong against them. Like, way too strong. And that's bad. We don't want that. We don't want players to do what I did in the playtest and just troll them with evasive flyers, and, like, to troll them with evasive laser flies. However, does also have noticeably less materials than any other faction, including Amphitas, but that is that. We do have the 4 sources builds, just need the new map for Zeus they placed. Exactly, so I'm not too worried about that. The other thing is that, I just want to check here. Smoke does not do a hell of a lot, doesn't do a hell of a lot for things made of wood anyway, but I want to see here, they do have smoke dispensers. We need to double check that, like, Howercraft, like, at very least, the hard and godly designs, they do have, like, some kind of laser defense, because I suspect a lot of them don't. So yeah, there is that, and the other one is Sewol. So, Sewol is too missile heavy. It's hard to, like, implement this into the rules, so to speak, so we're gonna need to, like, retrofit a bunch of Sewol craft to have less missile and more hit scan. Not sure about reinforced wooden... Okay. Smoke reduces intensity, but wood has a resistance of 10 anyway. Yeah. We can actually see the fire resistance of... the fire resistance is 30, so reinforced wood is like 3 times more resistant to fire. And actually more than that, because it's way less flammable. As for applique, flammability is only 20% and fire resistance is 40. So yeah, like reinforced... Deck-in and applique panels are much more fireproof than wood. That's okay. A lot of Haugen craft already use a bunch of reinforced wood and applique panels. Also, I would like to mention, I just was messing around in OBS and I found the noise filter setting on the microphone. So, just in case anyone was ever bothered by the humming of my PC over here, you should not be able to hear that as easily. Literally no one's ever complained. But there you go. Alright, so... the Sewol Republic. Let's just spawn in a few example Sewol Republic stuff. Like, what's here? So... The Audacious does have lasers, but I think other things... the Thunderstorm, I believe, has a big-ass particle cannon. So, let's see over here... Let's have a look at these things. We need more hit scan. We need way more hit scan. Even basically all my Sewol missions are... Well, that's the thing. People went for the, People thought, like, oh, right. Realistic faction. Guns and lasers. Like, I remember saying, like, from the very beginning, it's like, alright, so this is Cold War, but, like, with railguns and lasers and stuff. And people said, like, okay! We're going to make realistic designs. And I was like, no! Or people just went full Steel Striders. Why is this so laggy? Sir, you must cease being so laggy. Immediately. Oh, it's because of the bloody carrier, that's why. So yeah, looking at stuff like this... Alright, actually this is a bad example. The Unbreakable does have a laser on it. Somewhere. Where's its laser? Where is its laser? I actually don't remember. Wait, is it all lambs? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where's the Unbreakable? I left it somewhere. Damn it. Wait, no, it's here. Right? Is it? Wait, no. Yep, there it is. The larger stuff generally does have hit scan. Some are somewhere on the APS missile spectrum with not much health. Yep. I think those dual-purpose guns are lasers. Some of the side turrets are lasers. They just don't really look like it. Alright, let's have a look-see here. Alright. That's nice. Okay, okay, wow, those lasers are tiny. Those lasers are teeny-weeny, itsy-bitsy. Power word removed echo. Okay, they're not that tiny. Okay, so basically we need generally more hit scan stuff for the Sewol Republic, because a lot of their stuff, like, doesn't have it, doesn't need it. We need to, unfortunately, like, in terms of rebooting. In terms of aesthetics, like, we want a kind of realistic or believable style, but in terms of weaponry, we can go ham on the lasers a bit more. So, I think I'm gonna be leaving that up to, like, actual builders to decide, like, what to do, but generally, more laser, more pack. Because this is, like, supposed to be, like, a harder faction than it is. Like, I should... Basically, every hard and godly craft should be able to kill, like, my little annoying flying things. I wouldn't mind some laser plasma retrofits of existing ships. Yeah, and we're gonna... I can't remember off the top of my head, because there's so many craft, but, like, certainly... if anyone wants to have a go at, like, retrofitting some of the more, I don't want to say generic, but, like, more generic, like, you know, we need to differentiate them a lot more. Like the Claymore. Packs will be easy to retrofit in place of existing turrets. Indeedy-ho. Especially because Swole is fairly railgun heavy. Alright. So, wait, this is a cram cannon. This thing is cram laser, and that is hilarious. Alright, so that's the two things that I need to put that there. I should probably mention that in Discord when I've, like, summed that up. Alright, so where are we? We are here. String to do. Hawa needs... Right, so... Did I even finish talking about, like, Hawa? So, Hawa needs, like... Right, so this is where we need to... This is where I need to amend the rules a little bit, unfortunately. So, I'm gonna do that right now. And there's gonna be... I'm gonna do the changelog over there. And in order for me to do this, I need to hop to the main menu. So, I hope everyone enjoys the main menu. It is main menu time! Woo! I wouldn't mind some laser plasma retrofits of existing ships, like the Claymore. Do all Sawowal, Hard and Godly Craft have hit-scan weapons? I don't think they do. Alright, so that'll have to be a case-by-case basis. This is a funny nuke. Alright, so just gonna go over here. And Plutono changelog goes over here. And now... Right, so there we go. So first things first. There's gonna be a rule change. Alright, where's the last time? There we go. The rule change is going to be... Alright, so test 10. Yep, okay, so rule change. Power Confederation. Federation. Hold on, I just remembered I need to... There's the deck. Okay, let's go here. I just need to check what the thing is actually called. The superheated modulator. I never remember what the Bernie laser attachment is called. Superheating modulator. What the? Superheated, modulated lasers permitted for right, cool. Alright, back to the main menu. Now that I know what I'm talking about. This is why we playtest things. Alright, so printed Rex is an almost all that all look great, but are also mostly the same thing in different sizes. To some extent that's fine. Having Kazir looks good. I think someone can use more weapon variety. Yep. Most of the Godlies do. Most of the Godlies are also larger. Alright. Decorating a ship to look like a test bed for prototype weapons sounds fun. Lots of danger stripes, pipes, and cables. Nice. Kaboo! What the? Oh, excuse me. Alright. Okay. I'm not sick. You're sick and tired. Alright, so into the rules. I will show you what I'm typing here. I will censor this horrible violence. Alright, so how a confederation. Weapons. Lasers. With superheating modulators. No lambs. Okay then. Okay, got it. Alright, so I need to snap this and need to pin this like so. Alright, so copy, and I need to annoy Tactical Spaghetti just a little bit. Jolly good, jolly good. Alright, cool. Let's do that. Jolly good, jolly good. And I'm gonna add a rule for the Soul Republic. Right here. Weapons, any. Godly craft must have I think ships at the very least, right? Finishing up the new Phantom, I built a Da Vinci tank in the Honors Style. Nice. Having the clear indicators like of energy weapons need power connection is good. Not sure the biggest line of the laser initiative. I guess it's necessary. Hello, driver. There's only so much you can do with non-connect, non-rail APS. Yeah. Maybe above certain size. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna say ships. Because like it's gonna be kind of difficult to like retrofit lasers and pack onto like lots of little planes and stuff, and the bombers are allowed to not have them. They could probably get away with having AA missiles there for the most part. This is easier. Yeah, like no, like AA missiles are like really hard to make, and just having a Bernie laser just works a lot better. So yeah, also this. There we go. Gonna go noise spaghetti as well. Tactical. Wait, maybe just ships in general should carry hit-scan weapons. What do we think, folks? What do we think, folks? Does anyone know a good missile break could have a standard AA missile for those who want it? Even a breadboard missile can get shot down pretty easily, so... does anyone know a good missile break? I haven't got missile break for that application. Well, that's what I'm saying. The laser's easier and will work a lot better. We have to give people a bit of a break. Should we say that regular ships need, hold on a second. Let's spawn in some regular ships. Let's spawn in some regular Sorolla ships and see if we can't jury lig lasers onto them. Hold on a minute. Let me. Alright, so let's have a look at the craft sheet and have a look at their regular ass ships. So, let's see here. Right, so let's, because I know the thing isn't there. Small, updated, and we need... So let's look at things like this. So just check in here. Yep, missile and APS. And... Azrael. And missile and APS. And let's look at the Wydra. Missile and APS. Yeah, so there's a trend here. Also, I do like how these things look in my fleet colors. Yeah, so there's a... I think it's just like... anything above regular needs hit-scan weapons. It's gonna be a gigantic pain in the ass to retrofit all these damn things, but, we do need to differentiate them somehow. Didn't check easy medium, but, well, by the looks of it, just, from the 3 random ones I've just picked, it really does look like, the Unbreakable, we've checked that. The Unbreakable does have lasers. Let's go see the Swordfish. And let's see here. And again, missile and APS. We need way more. We just need more. We need more differentiation. So, like, imagine that, like, particle cannons. Like, in this particular case, you could just stick 2-axis particle cannons in place of the missiles, and hopefully, fingers crossed, like, you could do something like that. So, yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. It's like, from regular and above, they all need a hit-scan weapon, because, people done did Steel Striders. People done did Finest Hour. Through no fault of their own, because, like, it was in the rule set, and I allowed it. I accepted all the ships. Both my boats have laser. My brother has a laser emitter for IG missiles, as I count. It's specifically ships I'm talking about. Like, the aircraft... Yeah, the aircraft, like the bombers, that's okay. They don't need hit scan because they're bombers. And the planes are like missile-y, and honestly, the Nightingales with the pack is enough, because in the playtest, those things did actually show up fairly often, or at least once. I screenshot my run through the hard godly ships in Platono General. I don't think medium ships need hit scan, at least not at this junction. You reckon? You sure? Because, like, wow, these things are like... I mean, you look at what they're armed with. Missile and APS. Missile and APS. Missile and APS. Missile and APS. So, yeah, like, they're all good-looking ships, but yeah, they're all basically armed with the same thing. So, alright. You've hard and godly ships must carry hit scan weapons. I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna do this. Copy. Already. Already have hit scan. Oh, weapons. There we go. Jump to present. Cool, and I need to note that rule change in the actual changelog. Okay. Okay, let's do this, and let's do this, and let's do this, and... I need to put this... Whoa, Republic. And I just need to copy text over there. This is purely because I'm a naughty boy. And I keep using stuff. Okay then, where is my changed log? Here it is. Wait, no, I need to set the date of that. Oh, almost didn't set the date. Ugh, that would have been bad. Well, it's been a while since we've had a rule change. Today is the 18th. Cool. So, 18th of the main menu time. My bad. Sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I forgot this was live television. Cool, alright, well that is some things. I really need to find an excuse to make use of that rigging UI mod. You'll be upgrading general difficulty. Hi, Mr. Wise! It wouldn't be too hard to swap some of those APS to pack, I think, yeah. Definitely need some weapon variety. Trust me, I'm aware of the lack of variety. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like, yeah, I know. Whoop! Oh hey, Dr. Dooley! Thank you for the subscription, much appreciated. I'm giving myself and other people a headache by I think you would describe this as power creep, with Howa getting Bernie lasers, because they're getting Bernie lasers. They need Bernie lasers, and so, just to put my money where my mouth is, well, okay. We got stuff to do. Need to go stream to-do list, announcements. I've done that announcement, I've done that announcement. I need to look at new stuff. So again, everyone look at the main menu. One of the best things about Platono Test 10 is main menu stuff spawning. So I can actually do things like look at the frickin' who's a what's it, you know, that thing. You know, the thing, this other screen right here that we can do things with. Most recent, anything, nope. How, if it does, I always like to double check, just in case. If it does, so, well, what was the one thing with the Soul Republic that was missing? I think it was a house, right? Battlecruiser Admiral. Oh, hello. This is Luna the Possum's submission. This thing, I believe, was replacing the body bag. Yeah, I believe it was. Oh, when was this? This was uploaded 10 days ago. Neat. Weird mix of American Soviet influence. Okay. Alright, and of course it's armed mostly with missiles, but it appears to have plasma, so that's nice. So there's there's that thing, the one new Sawowal thingy. Look at new stuff. Alright then. Alright, so that's Sawowal. Carve. Nothing. Starlight. Nothing. Alright, so we've got one ship to, we've got one ship to look at by Luna the Opossum. And then I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and try and retrofit a Hawa thing quickly to have a Bernie laser. And hopefully it'll be okay. Alright, so download. Oh yeah, and so Luna the Possum gets a pass on the whole hit scan thing because I literally just announced that rule change, like, now, this stream. So it would be a little bit unfair to reject this ship based on the rule change that just happened. We'll put a note on it. What the hell was I doing? Alright, so there. Launch designer. Do you want to say the line for me? As Dr. Eva said, frickin' shark with laser beams on their heads. I was just gonna hope you didn't feel the need to bring it up, which was silly of me. I think there's also supposed to be medium difficulty, so it wouldn't be... Oh, right, it wouldn't be required. Hello. Alright, let's swap this out. So, Republic. Alright, medium design. Yeah, actually, yeah, now that you mention it. Oh, awesome. Alright, this looks a little plain. It's also rolling a fair amount. How's its roll control? Oh, that's an issue. Wait, is this roll control... Hold on a second. Let's just test, can this thing move like so? Right, she is a roly-poly girl. Interesting. Alright, there, a wave breaker would probably be a good idea. Looks a little bit like a barge. Let's see. Does not have a sub-vehicle. Yeah, does not have a friend. Right. Let's double check here. Alright, so I'm liking this. I'm not going to accept it today because it does need a friend. Lovely. But needs a friend. Needs a friend. Let's see here. Interesting. Right, so there is a laser thingy on the back there. Does have laser. I think this... Yeah. All plasma, all that... Okay. Let's test this thing. It's quite expensive. This is actually, weirdly enough, like, what I kind of wanted to see more in Sawowal. Is, just this kind of, like... It's a realistic looking ship, but it's, like, stuffed full of energy weapons. Which is not meta, I know, because ship and energy weapon. So, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's throw this against... something medium-ish. What is a medium-ish thing? Let's throw it against the Arbiter and see what happens. Alphabetical. Is the Arbiter here? Is the Arbiter here? No, it isn't. Why isn't the Arbiter here? Nope. Nope. Right. I'll go low. Interesting. The Arbiter is not in test 10, which is, interesting. Okay, let's go here, and let's go here. Arbiter. Maybe not Arbiter. What's the next best thing? Swordfish? How about Swordfish? That's closer. Wait, Unbreakable? Let's just spawn in a Swordfish. I know the Swordfish is cheaper, but, great way to test missile defense. True, but all I did was exist. I would point out this guy's borderwise Bruno. Yeah, I was preempting you. I had visions before stream of, like, unfairly snapping at you because, like, I am on the tired side. So I would preempt this time! Doesn't have to be powder creep if we make it bad. Wasn't the ship, like, really big? The Arbiter should be there. Swordfish is a glass cannon. I'm not... Are you sure the Arbiter's in there? I'm not seeing it. Arr... Arr... Arr? Arr? I'm not seeing it in the spawn menu, John. If it helps, I'm working days, so it won't get much from me. Okay! Worky, worky. Right, so let's have a look and see. And how's this on the small missile front? Nope, it's good. Alright, it's going right. Like, the roll control definitely needs to be improved. And missile defense. Oh, there's the missiles. I was wondering where they were. Wait, is that a lambs? Also, where are those torpedoes coming from? Alright, so this thing is doing just fine. It's in its lane, hydrated. No Sea-Whiz by the looks of it. Alright, this is just a solid civil ship, but yeah, can't accept it as is. Needs a friend. Swordfish is a glass cannon, okay. Oh, it's under TKZ? Arbiter. TKZ, what? We did give them some feedback on that, unsure if they're going to do anything to change that. Okay, hold on. Wait, TKZ? What are you talking about? Oh, TKZ Arbiter. Yeah, I think going forward we need to not have these numbers because they don't really mean anything. So yeah, that's on the to-do list. As on the to-do list, on the to-do list, on the to-do list, on the to-do list. Hello, the Finnish Blue! Hello to you from Finland. What are the dimensions of that ship? This is a fairly big fella. Fairly big lady, length 260, width 37, height 54. No wonder it rolls. It's got, yeah, it needs a few things. It needs a wave breaker, so I'm gonna make some notes here on the workshop page. Better with a wave breaker on the bow and okay, wave breaker on the bow and should be further out to the sides for efficiency. Forward to the update. I know how to spell efficiency. Yeah, post comments. Right, we've looked at the thing. Admiral Safakov. Me likey. Okay then. Well then. That went a lot faster than I thought it would. There's rather large and big with a lot of empty space. Hull being V-shaped isn't great for stability. Route Salmiaki, which is one of the things we critiqued about prior. Big with lots of empty space, kind of okay, I think, but the roll control does need some improvement. Yep. Yes, it does. I remember I used to make ships. Oh, what is this armor? You can't deny it works. It's, yep, lots of wood, lots of thing. Interesting. I believe the plasma's been knocked out somehow. Also, I really like... Hold on. Power word, removed echo. Oh, I like that. That's very exposed, but I like that. I do... Yeah, I really do like that whole... Lamb's note... What the hell? What? What is going on here? Why is there... This... Huh? Why does this need so many things? Sounds like salty licorice. I've never tried salty licorice, but I would like to try it someday. Oh boy, this thing is a rolling and a pulling. Woo! Roll control button too close to the center. Yep, I would guess the local control is just a point at the vessel. I can possibly think of, like, having two controllers, one Seawiz, one local weapon controller, but but this many seems weird. Also, why are there so many on the it seems excessive. Okay. Have you ever used text TV? I have not. Doesn't need to... It's a LAMS node. It means it doesn't really need to be on a turret at all. Yeah, they default to put both on whatever turrets they have. But yeah, so a little reminder that this is a purely aesthetic choice, which I can respect, by the way. I can respect the hell... I can respect the hell out of it. Because these, like... What the... Oh! They forgot to deco one of them. Oh dear. Oh no. They for... Wait, did they really forget to deco one of them? Yeah, they did. Whoops. Hold on, let's, yeah, like... Power word... Remove deco. Yep, okay, so they forgot to finish decorating one of the lamb's dazzlers. Whoops! Alright, so this still needs some work, but it's promising, I like it, and yet those roll props really need to be, like, way further out. I like lambs and turrets, it looks nicer, yeah. But yeah, deco, they look a lot more believable than just a wall nipple. Yeah, they forgot. There was originally a proper turret with a combiner where we changed with lambs. Yeah, alright, so now, this is awkward. I kind of thought this would take a lot longer. Whoops! Well then, it is time to look at the spreadsheet and decide what I need to build next. So let's hop to the main menu. Hop, skip, and a run. We're getting a lot of main menu time today. I hope you like it. Alright, so... Luna the opossum, that's still reserved. Gonna let them cook. Soul Republic, we're waiting on basically the house, which I believe Driver was working on. Is Driver in chat? Driver is in chat. How's that house coming along? That's literally the only thing we need for Soul, and I can kind of make an overview video of it. Well, actually, no. We need... Wait, no. We need the house, and we need Luna's Luna's ship, which is the Admiral... What was it? The Admiral Safakov. Safakov. Weather in South Finland is ass currently. Yeah, it's like full winter over there, right? Yeah, Finnish winter. Ugh. No thank you. No wanty. Alright, so... Looking at Gokave, what do we got here? Gokave is almost also full up. There's things that need to be, like, fixed because they're actually rule-breaking. And there is the tank factory, Stone Light Presence, various things need to happen. Why is the Terminus that color? That's weird. Terminus was accepted. There's, Godly Serpent Aircraft. Godly UFO. Wait, I did remember to put the whatchamacallit in here, right? Where is it? It's the Dauntless. Yay! Yay, the Dauntless. Okay, let's see here. UFO, Godly UFO, Godly Serpent thingy. I could make a Godly Serpent thing, probably. I don't want to start a massive building project at this time of the year. I just don't have the mental energy for it. There's also a bunch of galleys. So light air galleys, heavy, super heavy. Yep, super heavy air galley right there. That might be a bit of a whoopsie. And there's a thrustercraft spawn that needs to be built. All right, so it's mostly Stonelight stuff. But I think, to put my money where my mouth is, let's find a, this isn't going to be the finished, one. Let's find, actually, you know what I can do? I can find the frickin', what's the thing I built for Hawa? Alex, Ambrosia, whoop! Wait, what? So don't build this. Oh wait, setting in a humid Auckland, dreaming of finished weather. Winter without snow is ass. Oh no! Oh, that's bad. Now that is cold weather. I've never been to Europe, but the thing that is a takeaway from my ancestors who have visited said that it's freezing in the winter. Duke in the Discord has a Godly Serpent already, working on house right now. Did Duke have reserve? Where's my water bottle? Ah! Panic! 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 Good news, I found it. As good time as any, I guess, ask for a reservation to the Godly Snake slot. Okay, jolly good. Let's do that then. Alright, let's do that. Where is Godly Snake? Godly Snake? Godly Snake. Where's the frickin' Godly Snake? So, Godly Snake is there. Reserved for the Duker? For the Duker. Okay. Got it. That's nice. That is nice. That is good. Gotta stay hydrated. Hello, Neko Boy Blue. Can we get a shout out for Neko Boy Blue, please? Fellow streamer Catboy extraordinaire. Gee, I wasn't expecting that reaction. I wasn't expecting that reaction. I reached for my water bottle, it wasn't there, and then just some part of me was like, ah! Alright. If no one shouts at Neko Boy Blue in the next minute, I swear to G, I am... Yay! Thank you, whoever did that. You said fellow Catboy. Wait. Wait, no, wait, I didn't mean to say fellow Catboy. No. Dooley, you be quiet. I think I meant to say fellow streamer. Oops. There's the noise. I wasn't gonna point that out. I know, but I could feel that you wanted to, probably. I don't know. You said fellow streamer and Catboy. Yes. There was a possible comma. Yes, there was meant to be a comma there. I'm not a cat boy. No! Don't look at my ears! They're emerging from my head! Put on the ears, Zealander. Never! I will never put on the ears. Okay, we've been distracted slightly. Thank you, chat, for distracting me. Alright, so that's reserved for Dukas. There's a Godly UFO slot. There is also a Godly Light Air Galley. Am I in the mental space for anything godly? I don't think so. It's getting close to the end of the year. I haven't drawn my Christmas presents for people, and it's just all very stressful. So, I think for giggles, I'm going to try and retrofit a Hauer thing to have a laser just to show that it can be done and that I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. So, Gardenia, why not? I need a vacation. This is like being back in school again. I've been called out twice before I did anything this morning. You do have a pattern, you have to admit. And my joints hurt. Hello, Blue Man Alive. Godly's built on stream don't have a great track record. Remember the Titanoboa saga and the Franz Magna? Yeah. I mean, the Dauntless so far is like the best damn thing I've made on stream. And yeah, I need to rebuild both of those things, because they, well, not the Franz Magna. Yes, the Franz Magna. I need to rebuild. Alright, so I'm gonna hold off on building Godlies on stream. I don't do my best work on stream, clearly. What was the thing? Alright, let's just show this off. This might be a short stream, people, because I have, like, I got stuff to do. It's the end of the year. There's stuff I need to finish. Our updated ships. What did I say? Gardenia. Alright, so what's the Gardenia? Alright, so here is a tiny thing. Can we jam a laser onto this? We probably can. We can, and we should. Watch this. Right, so... Right, so shift, delete. Oh, hello. Interesting. Alright, so delete all onto the decorations. And... Yep. Whoop. Thank you, Orange. I wouldn't try putting a laser on that. Whoop. One exam left, my brain is ragu. If you do that, wouldn't it be best to ask the original author for it? This is just as a demonstrator. This is just who done did this? Draymond. This is just gonna be a demonstrator just to, I guess, anyone watching, if you're wondering how to duct tape lasers onto our boats, you could do it something like this, perhaps. It doesn't need to be a good laser. It needs to be able to, here is the metric. Here is the metric for any laser you put on any damn thing in this campaign, and I'm saying this, and I'm gonna regret saying this, but it's important for gameplay purposes. It needs to be able to damage and kill this guy, the Hailstorm Gremlin. In fact, I am going to share in chat. Does the Legionnaire count as ship in that regard? Does having a sub-vehicle with its gun count? Oh, gods, people are asking questions. I'm gonna say no. No. Alright, so... Okay then. Custom campaigns are really hard. I'm going to say no. Ship specifically. What the hell is the Legionnaire? What is the Legionnaire? Legionnaire. That is an AFV. That is not a boat. Don't boat. Nah, ship specifically. Right. I never like to chatty on the Discord while I do live stream, but in this case I saw it. Is that smoke defense? Yep. Big tank. Doesn't need to be a good laser. I do think that this would be a good benchmark, though. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go here. Note to people duct taping lasers to things for and so whoa. This little is what you're up against. Learn to cook them. Damn it. Right. Don't mind me, don't mind me. I am putting things where they need to be. I am putting my craft on the line, on the line, on the line. Where is my From the Depths folder? It's somewhere around here, probably. Right, constructibles. Do I have a constructibles folder? I do have a constructibles folder. I found it. I found the constructibles folder. I did it. There, I have shared the Ailstorm Gremlin in the general chat of, like, Platono. So, when people build a laser, this is what you need to burn alive. Beating your planes is the metro to use, or else you should be able to hit them. No! Let's make my life miserable. That's really amazing. We just want them to be not entirely healthy. Okay. See you, Elivel. Pudding, pudding, pudding. Should at least be able to hit it. Right. I think that's reasonable. I think that's fair and reasonable. Alright. You, my gremlin-y friend, go over there. And I'm going to very quickly duct tape a laser here. And then I might end the stream early because I actually do have a lot of things to do before Christmas. And I did not plan ahead what I should be doing. So there we go. Life is beautiful. Right, so we're gonna go here. And laser. 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 How many thing? How many thing? Ow! Hold on a second. I was wondering why that wasn't more laggy. Hello, you're pudding. Hello, Dr. Bidgetman. Is he making a laser on a turret? It is going to be... Well, it's not on a turret. Even I have limits. Let's go with... I'm going to use a prefab here. I'm going to use my minimal 2x's evil laser. It's so evil! It doesn't fit the aesthetics at all! No! That's what makes it so evil. Alright, so we're also going to have down here. We are sailing to Philadelphia. No. Right. I also have a prefab here. I'm technically cheating. I'm being a cheaty person. Okay. Laser control AI. And this is on like that for some reason. Okay then, and then we're going to have our multi-purpose laser. Yeah, and it's going to transceive here because that's very nice. Is this going to be good? No, it isn't. Oh, gods. Oh, lordy, help us all. Lordy, 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 lordy. Oh, whaley, 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 whaley. Whaley, 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 whaley. Right, I just remembered I made my own damn rule, didn't I? I made my own damn rule. I made my own damn rule about the superheating modulator, didn't I? Didn't I? Also, let's go here. Alloy to reinforced wood, please. Hello! Thank you, Dr. Benjamin. Border wisdom. Oh, I think my internet is going to David O'Dlocker. Mr. Border, can you give wisdom on decorations? Yes, actually. You know what I'm gonna do? Since I'm not doing anything incredibly productive at the moment anyway, I'm going to go find Haugen's tutorial on decorations and literally share it in chat. From the depths, decoration tutorial. And the first thing... I think this is the one. I think this is the one I'm thinking of. Hawkins does do the art tutorial and makes cool looking things. So, this is what you do for the... Oh, this is a front-siding ship, huh? Is it? Hawkins Deco tutorial. I can do this. I'm the streamer. Shout out to Hawkins doing cool things in the From the Depths community. I believe the head honcho over in the United Builders Discord server, which I'm never in because I am a massive introvert and my spare time is spent alone. Thank you. It's certainly strafing a lot. It is strafing a lot, my goodness. Alright, let's see here. What was I doing? I was doing this. Alloy to reinforced wood, effect decorations, one color main. What? What? Why is that not working? Okay, well, color to wood, I guess. There we go. There we go! We did it! You did it, Goku! Right, so this uses so little power, it's probably going to be... Everyone, don't laugh at my laser Tetris. It's embarrassing. I have an evil idea. It's so evil. And by evil, I mean stupid. I think my whole plan with lasers is have lower standards than everyone else's. Have lower standards than everyone else, and you will make laser. Whoops. Right, this thing just needs to be able to tickle something. This is going to take approximately 3 billion years to recharge, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. That might not do, pig. That's not going to do, pig. What is the total damage of this pig? And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this and sphere. is going to be 28. Cool. And laser settings, hold fire below that. That should work. That should work. And I'm going to save this. Just as... Where am I? Where am I? Help! 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 Where am I? Laser. As a cat, I believe laser OP. The red dot taunts me. Yep. I love the little boat on the side. Lifeboat. What is better than a boat? A boat with a canoe. Exactly. Introvert? I thought you were up to advanced vert. Nope. It's been most of my life, and I'm not up to advanced vert. I'm gonna take that as I need to learn. Huge torp at the front. Oh yeah. Certainly strengthening a lot. Keep in mind for combat testing that your plans have a repair bot, so if the laser is low enough, DPS won't be able to out-damage that. Exactly. That's why I've just shared the gremlin and said, like, this is your enemy. This is your enemy. This is your enemy. This is the person you need to destroy. This is the gremlin that is going to ruin your life. Alright, so, if we're going to chuck in... What are we going to do? I know. Let's throw in a Sewol plane. Just a tiny plane. It's not going to win. We just need to see it do that. Interesting. Oh. Well, that was stupid, wasn't it? That was just silly. Why are you like this? Okay, there we go. Spawn that in. Oh, red... Why is it red traces? Okay, laser is doing things. Me likey. Wait, those are red. Okay, so we're gonna make a little note on the mangrove is that these traces need to be fleet colors. So, which in case of Hawa, I don't know, they're allowed to be green. Alright, so let's go. Where is it? Where's it? Mangrove? Where is it? Where are you? Show me! Wait, that is the mangrove. No, that's the gardenia. Right. Gardenia. Just gonna make a note on the spreadsheet. Needs green or faction color. Traces. There we go. And look at that. Right, so this little bastard is going to lose horribly, but that's okay, because it's managed to shoot down one of this already is an improvement. We should add border-wise plan to the player faction. Easy spawning for testing. No! No! Damn, you didn't identify as an attack helicopter. Rude! Already know that, gremlin. He's me. I was joking when I saw that sentence, but having some useful testing vehicles in the player faction could be good. I mean, we can, like, chuck the gremlin in there if people want to. Oh no! The laser's been shot off. This is terrible. Alright, so now I'm going to spawn in this little guy and see how well he does. So that's 127,000. The gremlin is going to mold this little guy, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Alright, so where is my little guy? Yeah, that laser doesn't do anything against the gremlin, but meanwhile, the gremlin is doing what it does best, which is miss a lot. Yep. Well then. Oh wait, no! Damage! Yay! There was 1 damage. 1 damage! I could make a version of the spotlight that just evades up and down to act as target practice. Could also use the Sitka as a test. Totally not mind. I was thinking that. Sitka works too. Alright, so this is good. It can, at the very least, hit the damn thing. Which is very nice, because that's more than it could do before. Just so happens this thing is kind of laser-proof. Means I'm actually having to get repaired a little bit. Now, if you imagine... Oh, wow, look at that! The laser's actually surviving. Laser goes pew. Look at that! Damage is actually being done. Hooray! Okay, so now let us spawn in. I really need to rejigger the gremlin so it can actually hit things. Alright, so let's spawn in our new friend and see what difference is made. Laser and godly. Where's the... Why is the Sitka in easy? That's so rude. Right, so this little guy is going to die very quickly. So I am turning God mode on. Let's see. Can you hit the Sitka? Can you hit cut the Sitka? Yes, you can. Yes! You can hit cut the Sitka. Yes! Yes! It's almost like having a Bernie laser is a really good idea. Are these missiles actually hitting? They are indeed. Right, this thing would never be able to beat the Sitka, but like it does at the very least mean that if you have the little guys like this, you can't just spam little evasive planes at them. Which is what I always do because it works so well. So, proof of concept, it works. It works very well. Neither is the Lepton drone to me, that's peak anti-air target. I need to, yeah, I really need to, like, have a look at the Lepton. What is that? There's a thing here. Hold on. There's something I want to check. And that is... Kite Bomber. Alright, so, if I spawn in... this is mostly just to see... Tee-hee-hee, so I see. Tee-hee-hee, so I see. Right, you are on the Haugen Confederation, and... If I go over here, Kite Bomber is there. Going to spawn that in like so. And these guys, I remember being a pain in the ass because they do what I like to do, which is circle at a distance and bob up and down. Alright, let's see here. What is their actual distance? Ah, no, this is not allowed. This is not allowed. Right, that's not supposed to be the case. This might be the old one. Alright, so... the Kite Bomber should not orbit at 3,000 meters. That's ridiculous. That is not fun. Right. Need to double check the rules. Where was the rules? Circle... No, it wasn't a hard and fast rule. Damn it. Okay, then. That probably should be a rule, shouldn't it? Well, while we're here, and while I've changed a bunch of rules already, I should probably add that one. We shouldn't have things orbit, like, more than, like, 2,000 meters away, because that's just really frustrating. Although, in this particular case, we did manage to put a Kite Bomber into space. Which is nice. Lepton is the hardest air target, which doesn't make it a fair sound to use. Craft with otherwise good detection and accurate hits against the struggle with it. The Kite is probably closest to an equivalent larger IR signature, but also faster further order. Bodan, will there be an art stream on Friday? Maybe. It is crunch time for me. Because, to be perfectly honest, I have not planned my end of year very well. I need to draw, Christmas presents for people. And I am struggling to finish that. So there might not be a Witcher stream, there might not be an art stream. there just might not be because of it's crunch time. Ship at 3k is still hittable. Hittable. Strikeable, hittable. What is the term for it, honestly? Where's this laser aiming now? Oh, right. The mangrove is damaged. That explains everything. I like Bernie lasers. They are Bernie. It's very good. I can't think of anything else to do with the stream. I might just end it early if that's okay with people. There might be, if I manage to hurry my curry and get things done, because I've got like 4 big pictures to draw for people. I've done one of them's taken a really long time, one should be fairly straightforward, and the last one should be not straightforward, but like wibbly forward. I just realized I'm hungry. Order wisdom is, if you've got a time-consuming project, do it now, don't procrastinate. Also, we've skipped the ad break, but this thing is stuck in space. Alright, so I'm gonna make a note. Rule change or note? Alright, so... set to attack salvage. Be able to float passively. And pumps. Right, I'm going to insert a rule for orbit. I'm going to insert it here. Put a note on the very long fight and place it. Did I put a note on it? Hold on. Maybe we don't need an actual rule change. I'm gonna hold off on that. Did I put a note on the thing itself? Kite. I didn't put a note on the spreadsheet. I'm gonna just do that. Needs to circle closer to be less annoying. Why did I exit Twitch? Why did I exit Twitch? Thankfully that doesn't end the stream. That would be very silly. There we go. Are we still there? Alright, I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, that's it. That does it. That does it. We've done enough. We've done enough. I'm gonna be sick. Alright, that does it. We're raiding out into Gorlak streams. If you want more FTD, there you go. And tomorrow there will be a stream, and I'll figure out what to do exactly. Okay. Use story, if you're watching this later on YouTube, do remember to subscribe. The stream is a little scuffed. I kind of, for some reason, thought that announcing a thing and changing rules would take longer than it actually did. I'm very well organized. My end of 2025 is very organized, so at the very least we've demonstrated proof of concept here that, like, just sticking a tiny Bernie laser on a hovercraft makes a huge difference. Like, it can actually hit things now. Orga? Okay, let us raid out. Raid, whoops. /raid. I am very good at it, not, Gorlak streams. And I need to do art. I need to do a lot of art. Oh. Okay, all of you take care. Have a merry Crimbus, or a happy holiday, or merry crisis, whatever you're doing. I shall not judge. Let's raid out. Raiding out. Raiding out. Raiding out. Raiding out. We are raiding out. We are raiding out. My ship got exploded. This isn't my ship. What am I talking about? Merry Chrysler indeed. Merry overpriced car. Merry baby Jesus. Merry Immaculate Conception. Merry Hanukkah. Holy Kwanzaa, and just, you know, all the things. Okay then, take care everyone, I'll see you tomorrow. I might not stream tomorrow either. I might just have to say, like, well, I can't do anything right now. That should be the raid message. Okay, bye!